Hi there guys, welcome to Meagan Makes Cupcakes. Today I'm going to be showing you how to put a spin on the classic Coca Cola cake by layering it with cherry filling and fresh whipped cream. Follow along with me as I show you how to make it step by step. Alright, let's get started making this wonderful cake. First off, we're going to need some chocolate cake mix, some Coca Cola, which is of course the star of the show today, and I even painted my nails red just to match. We're going to need some heavy cream, some tangy zangy twist straws, or you can use regular straws if you don't have access to these. We have some thawed sour cherries, and we thawed them out so all the juices would seep out, and so that cornstarch is going to absorb really nicely into our cherries later on. We have some granulated sugar, cornstarch, pudding mix, and we have these really nice Coca-Cola can cups that we got from our local store, but I'm going to leave a link down below so you can check out where you can find them. So we have our cherries in our saucepan, and we're just letting the extra moisture seep out. And now we're going to take that cornstarch we had and sugar and mix it together into a really nice mixture, and just dump that on top and mix it together really quickly. And now we're going to want to let this combine for at least a minute or two after it starts boiling. And once it's boiled for around a minute or two, that's when it usually starts thickening up. So you want to pay close attention to that. Okay, so here you can see that the cherry juice is starting to get more translucent, which is actually a really good sign. That's what we want to see, and that means the cornstarch is incorporating and is not going to taste like flour once we're done. So it looks like our cherries are good to go. You can put these in a separate container and cool them while we're making the rest of our cake. So for the cake portion, we're going to add our cake mix, 1 package of chocolate pudding mix, the oil, 1.5 cups of Coca Cola, and you can see how this will fizz and it will actually help lighten the texture of our cake today. We're going to add in those 3 eggs, and now we're just going to want to mix this for 30 seconds on low, get it nice and incorporated. Now we're just going to stop the mixer and scrape down any of the dry bits that are left on the side of the bowl. And we're going to mix this again for around 2.5 minutes on medium speed. Now we have our cake mix, and we're just going to pour it into our prepared 9x13 pan. And I'm just using a cake spray, but you can also use parchment if you'd like. And we're just going to smooth that down nice and even and pop it in the oven at 350 for around 30 minutes. Alright, our cake's cooled, and I've made some whipping cream here and put it in a piping bag with a nice star tip. If you want to learn how to make stabilized whipping cream, I just did a video on that, and I'll leave a link for it below, so you can definitely check that out. And then just take a serrated knife, and we're going to split our cake in half. And depending on how much cake you're using, you can either use the whole sheet, and I'm actually just using half because I'm not going to be using all of my cake. So split that in half, and then we're going to take our medium round cutter, and I am actually using a cutter that fits really well with the glass that I'll be using, which is this Coca Cola glass. And because it kind of is tapered on the top, you have to look at how big the bottom of the glass is, and that's what I've done here. But if you're using a straight cup, then you can use whatever fits for the top. And here we're just cutting out our little cakes, and these will be perfect for fitting right into our Coca Cola glass. So you're going to start out with your bottom layer. You're going to add cake, then you're going to top that with some cherries, and I'm using a scoop here just so we get a nice even layer and it's easier to get inside of our cup. Swirl some delicious whipped cream on top of that, then add another cake layer, more cherries, more whipped cream, more cake, more cherries, and more whipped cream. Then insert one of your tangy straws and add a cherry from your leftovers, and there you have a delicious Coca Cola cake with cherries and whipped cream. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.